Welcome to the DoubleACS Daily News for May 2nd, 2016. Attleboro Assistant Fire Chief Glen Livesey is hanging it up. Last Thursday concluded his more than 4 decades of service to the community. There was an open house that afternoon, and to learn more we spoke with Attleboro Fire Chief Scott LaChance.
Today we're here kind of celebrating Assistant Fire Chief Glen Livesey's last duty day with the fire department. He's retiring the last day of April. Kind of a tradition in the fire department when chief officers retire is we have a small open house, and a lot of the members of the department come by and visit, and other city employees just come by and give him some well wishes. It's kind of bittersweet. He's been preparing for this for a while now, and I'm sure that he'll be very happy at the send-off that he's gotten by the guys.
My name is Glen Livesey. I'm the Assistant Fire Chief, and this is my last day of work after a 43-year career with the Attleboro Fire Department. It was a type of career where you can never learn everything you need to know about your job. It wasn't something that was mundane, it was always progressive, and it always was a constant learning experience. And that made it very challenging for me and most of the people that get into this career. I've seen a lot of major changes over the years. The biggest change has been the type of quality in EMS that the city provides. That was a major change, all for the better. The people are what makes the department, and that's why this is one of the best departments, because it has some very exceptional people, both in leadership and in the general populace.
My name is Ron Churchill. I'm retired Fire Chief of the City of Attleboro. Assistant Chief Livesey is my friend, and we've spent the whole career together. We came on this department when the World War II veterans were just about halfway through their careers. Glenn and I have worked our way through the ranks just about one rank behind each other. When I was chief, he was a deputy. You come on the job, and after a while you realize it's not just a job, it's a way of life. It's another family, so to speak. You share things together that you'd never share with somebody else, some of the hardships. And there's good times here too, there's no doubt about that. But there are times when things are pretty hairy, and we've been through that together, and you get close. It's like being in combat in the military. When you share hard times, you get really close. I was glad to see that he made assistant chief before his retirement. All I can say to him is it's tough to leave and give up the badge, but he had a great career. He's a good man. His dad was a good man, and I hope that his retirement is as rewarding as his job was.
I know one of the things I'm going to miss the most is anytime somebody has a question about something, the way we used to do something a long time ago, or a piece of equipment or something that was in the city. He was the person that pretty much always knew the answer to that question, so we're definitely going to lose that. The other thing, his father was a fire chief before Chief Churchill was the chief, and there's just a lot of history with his family, so he remembers stories about the fire department 40 years ago, where the firefighters used to work 96 hours a week, I think it was, and it was something crazy like $2 an hour, to where it's become such a profession today. So he's seen it at both ends of the spectrum. The thing that I found most interesting about working with Glenn, since he's been the assistant chief now for about a year and a half, is how progressive he is, and how much he actually embraces change, which is not something that you would typically see with somebody who's got more than 40 years of experience. So he's been a tremendous asset for me as a fire chief, helping me keep a balance of the old and also integrating the new.
After all this time, and you think of what are you going to miss, you're going to miss everything. There's really not one part of it. Most people, the big thing is the people that you've worked with over the years, the commitment. It was a place. I've done this for over 2/3 of my entire life. It's been spent here for this department. And it's something that it's kind of hard. It's sad to say goodbye to it, but that's the cycle of life. And as much as I'm going to miss the place, I know I'm leaving it in very good hands. That the upcoming generation of firefighters are going to continue on in the tradition that has carried on before me. I have no complaints. It's been one of the best rides I've ever had.
That's it for today's update. For DoubleACS News, I'm Austin Ricketts.